general thoughts on today's scrimmage, the last one before the first game?
Some good work, some good live work. Our ones, the established ones kind of got 20 plays, and some of the other guys that have, kind of in that, one on the depth chart, but maybe haven't established themselves yet, got upwards of 30.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty good work. Obviously there's some, like every scrimmage, there's positives, negatives, and we'll coach off the video, but got to handle a couple of balls. I thought the guys, for the most part, played hard. I didn't think in our one group, I didn't think we finished drives the way we should. When you have 10 play drives and scrimmages, you got to really do a great job, resetting your brain and kind of find a way to refocus. If within that drive you're able to get a quote unquote stop, and replace the ball, you don't come off the field, and so that gives you a chance to respond. And so I didn't think with that group in particular, I was a little bit disappointed with how they finished the drive.
Just the initial impression was that the defense maybe got the better of the offense overall. Why did the defense also so much have such kind of post-practice conditioning work or extra work?
We're just trying to be the best conditioned team we possibly can, and everybody talks about it, and we want to be about it. So that and in scrimmages, there's good plays, bad plays, and the offense normally walks off the field frustrated, and the defense walks off the field frustrated, and thank God we didn't play Eastern today.
Namdi's probably only going to play at 215, 220, but he's able to get off blocks so well. What made you so confident he could hold up at a defensive end position like that?
Well, you just look at guys, especially those young guys, you see their body types, you see what they're capable to do from an athletic standpoint. And it's a lot easier to put weight on the guy as opposed to saying we're going to make him a better athlete, okay? And what Namdi has done in a very short period of time as a redshirt freshman, he's starting to grow into his body. And so the weight's starting to come on. He's able to hold the weight, whereas as maybe before it was a little bit more of a roller coaster for him. And he has some unique traits from a physical standpoint. He's weight room strong, maybe stronger than what his size would suggest. And he's got a long way to go to be a good football player, but he's a guy that we're going to lean on this year. I mean, he's going to play significant reps for our defense, and so we're excited about him. He's a redshirt freshman.
Darius Lamora got a little more playing time than we'd seen in a while. How do you felt like he used that opportunity?
I think good. I mean, the last couple of days, I think he's had a pass breakup in the last couple of practices. And the big thing we talked to those guys, if you get an opportunity, you got to take advantage of your opportunity. And that's kind of been maybe my biggest frustration. And I have a lot of frustration, but my biggest frustration over the course of camp, some guys have gotten opportunities, and I don't know that they've all kind of seized them. I don't know if they've all looked at them like they're true opportunities as opposed to just a rep in practice. And so I'm pleased that he was able to do that. We're looking for the best players and guys that, again, when their number's called and they respond to it, that is certainly a positive.
With he and Charleston sort of emerging at those backup safety roles, does that make it easier to keep Robert Taylor at that cornerback spot?
For the moment, and we'll constantly evaluate that. And we're not opposed to having sub packages where it's nickel-based, dime, so on and so forth. And we kind of leaned in one direction so far, but that doesn't mean that we got to continue in that way. And ultimately, just trying to find that core group of guys that we can trust that can help us. And so, for instance, for Robert, if it's stay in a corner, we'll do that. And if we think he can help us in another position, we'll continue to look at that. Kind of cross-training, not just him, but a lot of guys.
You got experience at that first level of the defensive line. How are you feeling about that next group of guys?
Well, they're coming along. I mean, I think that's the one that probably, and I don't think we're unique. It is, it's difficult for progress at the D line for young guys. The grinding, every single snap. That's the biggest adjustment probably for all positions is those guys from the high school level into the college level, and some of those guys that maybe redshirted a year ago, have to adjust to the grind that position entails. I mean, it's rush the passer, it's turn and run if they throw the ball downfield, it's redirect versus screen. You got to hold your gap in the run game. There's a lot to ask those guys, and so we need twos to start battling to be rotational players for us. And like I said, that's kind of been one of my frustrations is some guys have gotten opportunities to do that, and I don't know that enough have taken advantage of it. And we gotta find those guys over the next 2 weeks.
You guys good with Alex?
Thank you.
All right.